This lesson is going to be very easy. Okay, back to being serious. Before we start lesson 3, let's take a minute to review lesson 2 and what you've learned. You did learn to take advantage of stops so that you could plan your next step. I think a lot of you are starting to use your little cheat sheet to develop your muscle memory. And by doing that, you're able to recall where you're going to go with your next step. The most rewarding thing for me is hearing from so many of you that you're starting to have fun. Okay, we've had enough craziness now. Let's move on with lesson number 3. The simple swirl that we're going to learn next is shown on this quilt. If you look up close, you're going to see that's nothing but a simple swirl throughout the entire quilt. You can make it small also. You can use it around appliques or in other types of blocks. Fortunately for us, our teachers taught us cursive writing. This is an example of the letter C. And if you look at the design, the letter C is found throughout the entire design. Do you see it? So here we go on lesson 3, simple swirls. And that's all it is. It's a bunch of C's. Some of them are backwards. Some of them are upside down. Some of them are sideways. There are no quilting police that are going to come up and say, oh, you have 2 that are going the same direction. That's against the law. No, it's okay. You can do that. Just be really cautious when you're concentrating on left, right sequences, that you're not going in a row straight up and down. Okay, I'm going to deliberately slow down the speed of this video so that you can see, even though I'm going at a consistent speed, there is a stopping portion on the hook of the C where you can stop to decide where you're going to go next. And that's right here. This is your stopping point to decide where to next. Once you've decided, you move on. But each time you get to that point in the letter C that you're stitching in the swirls, you have that same opportunity to stop and decide where to next. So this isn't something that you have to freak out about. You'll have to excuse that little blurb. That was my camera deciding to fall down onto my stitching. That didn't work too well. I'm trying a different camera angle for you so that you get a different view, and I apologize to all of you domestic users. I originally had filmed this with using the domestic machine, and when I uploaded the film into my computer, found out that my great-granddaughter had played with my camera and got something smeared all over the lens, so the entire video was very hard to see. So I decided to opt back to my tiara because I get a better view for you using this machine. It's not that I'm trying to slight the domestic users. It just works better for filming purposes. When I use the domestic machine, I have to sit with the tripod between my legs and stitch. And a lot of times, I have to actually look through the camera lens to see where I'm going to go next. So I do apologize to you. So this is our stitch for the week. Don't forget to turn in your homework. Anxious to see what everybody does with this. I'm going to show you one other thing. I keep emphasizing the stitch in the ditch. This is why. We're going to take advantage of that ditch so that we can follow up and fill in an area that previously had been left kind of blank. So I could use that ditch. Don't forget, if you have any questions, I'm as close as your Facebook page. See you there.